We are here at the 2026 Philadelphia Dancesport Championships with the one and only Bill Sparks.
The one and only.
So, Bill, how has the energy in the ballroom been so far this weekend?
So it's only Friday. We had the nightclub last night, and that was fantastic. It was in the smaller room with the energy, with the live band. It was really amazing.
That's awesome. And have you judged this event before?
I've judged it for 3 years. 3 years now. Yeah.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit about when you're watching the dancers that are at this event. I mean, you're at different events every single weekend, basically judging. What are some of the things you see with this East Coast crowd that is maybe different than what you're seeing in some of the other regions?
Well, I don't really see that big of a difference based on the fact that everyone's here enjoying what we all know and love, and that's ballroom dancing. But I do find that sometimes the audience participation and how they react to the dancers is a bit different. Like, I would say the Midwest, you find a little more of that enthusiastic and really showing the support. East Coast, a little bit more calm. West Coast is a balance of, I'd say, both. But I could be wrong on the West Coast because I'm not out there that much.
Yeah. No, and that's, like you said, it's interesting because even as dancers, we see different things on the floor, but I think, like you said, the energy in the ballroom off the floor is definitely the biggest from region to region.
Yeah.
So with judging all the time, what are the things that are your biggest pet peeves on the floor when you're watching either Pro-Am or Pro? What sticks out to you that makes you kind of say, oh, that's something I'd like to see least on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays with most of the competitors and with all the influence of hair and makeup, the vendors dealing with dresses, I'd say that a lot of the students are really well managed in that area, and even the professionals. Occasionally you get one or two that are just not really, they haven't competed a lot. So when we see something where a costume really is not really what we are normally used to, that can just kind of just make you aware of those moments that we're glad that no longer exist as frequently as they did in the past.
Yeah, and I think that that's, like you said, people are getting the message most of the time these days, but there's always that learning experience. And I feel like sometimes with even little things like social media, people will post and they're like, oh, this is how you cut your shoe straps, or this is how you tan. And I think it helps people understand better because sometimes the teachers, maybe they're newer and they don't even know what to tell their students.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I would say is when the ladies don't trim their shoe strap, that is something that's really surprising because I would think that that would be the first thing. But I guess in order to make sure that it doesn't come undone, I don't know where I don't wear heels, that they need that little extra length of it. But I'm not sure why they don't really manicure them, so to speak.
I think it's just something you don't know until you know it. So tell me a little bit, when you're judging, what are the things that you prioritize that maybe when you were a competitor you didn't realize would be such a big priority for you as a judge?
That's really interesting because you're right. When you become a judge, the curtains pull back and you see so much more that you possibly could have brought to your own dancing as a competitor. I, again, feel that there's a lot of ability for the dancers to find a team that can really help and guide them. So maybe I see one or two couples who haven't competed a lot that perhaps could realize that coaching is invaluable, that they need to have input, especially in the very beginning. And then they can pull back and maybe have one or two that can really help to guide them. But I would say the coaching and managing their perspective on the floor and what is expected and that they need to apply, because without it, immediately I think that judges can be put off by certain things and then they don't really have the success of moving forward like they expect to.
Yeah. And it's always interesting for us as competitors as well to hear that insight, because we may have coachings, we may have those trainings, but sometimes getting the different perspective from different judges, because you all see different things, you all have, that's the beauty of the industry. And so it's always so interesting for us to hear those perspectives and how we can, as dancers, continue to grow and improve and show you guys what you want being authentic to ourselves.
And well, something that was told to me when I was a competitor was the fact that as a up-and-coming dancer, I didn't have opinions. That's what they explained to me. You need to listen and apply, listen and apply. And then once you establish yourself, let's say into the final, then those opinions and ideas that you have to be authentic start to be more available. But in the beginning, I encourage all the dancers just to really take heart for that guidance and understanding that's going to be given to them.
So learn the rules before you break them.
That's good advice.
Yes. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. We want to make sure you get back in time for your next panel, but we appreciate you sharing your insights with us today, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the weekend.